every year after the presidential year, you have two marquee political contests, the gubernatorial races in New Jersey and in Virginia. They're weird states, right? New Jersey hasn't had a Republican governor since Chris Christie, well, not that long ago, but it's a very blue state, let's put it that way. But it's trending red, and that seat is one Democrats are worried about. It'd be a huge boon for Republicans if they can win that race. And Virginia, which has trended blue, does have a Republican governor now, but unfortunately for the Republican Party of Virginia, they've nominated a very weak candidate while the Democrats have a very strong candidate. So, Sean, how do you handicap those two races?
Fairly similar. I think that the issue in New Jersey is kind of one, the institutional foundations are very, very Democrat. Like outside of the second district down south, you have a very strong middle and northern union base that does very well to get out the vote for the Democrats. I'll be interested to see if Jack Ciattarelli can actually. Oh, hi, Celeste. Oh,
it's our anniversary. She just got home. She was out of town.
Okay.
Hi.
Happy anniversary. So look, I think that this is going to come down to whether or not resources are put into New Jersey. The expectation is very low for Republicans. Does Jack Ciattarelli raise enough money, get enough support behind him? I always get excited about New Jersey, and it's Lucy with the football every time. Now, Virginia, where I live and vote, the funny part is on paper, Winsome Sears should be the ultimate candidate. She's a Black female Marine. We own all three state offices. So you got Glenn Youngkin at the top, Winsome as lieutenant governor, and Jason Miara as the attorney general. The interesting thing about this year is that the weak link is at the top. Winsome has gone through more consultants than I've gone through Apple AirPods. I lose a pair every week. She can't run a solid campaign. The strategy is, whiplash. The money is not good. That being said, this shouldn't be the case. They should be doing a lot better. I actually feel a lot better about under ticket John Reed running his lieutenant governor's race and Jason Miara is getting reelected as attorney general than I do at the top of the ticket. But we do have both houses in the state legislature are now, the House of Delegates went blue and the state Senate's blue barely. And the funny part about this, I think this is going to be a big failure on the Glenn Youngkin legacy. Youngkin politically, lost a lot of ground, doesn't really have any kind of signature piece of legislation, hasn't done much. His team has been, frankly, going into the previous midterms, was on the wrong side of the abortion issue. So to me, they didn't do a good job building this up. They didn't give Winsome, I think, the appropriate ground to till to get ready for this. Not that, I mean, and she's got her own strategic problems, but I wouldn't. This is one where, again, going into an election, you've got history and then mechanics in the candidate. In the case of New Jersey, the candidate is TBD. Let's see how Jack does. Mikey Sherrill's a pretty strong candidate. But Charlemagne the God had her on the other day and asked her about, how she suddenly got $7 million in her bank account and she couldn't answer the question. And Charlemagne's like, how does $7 million of net worth accumulate and you can't answer that question? She was like, well, let me look. I'll give you a hint. If you put $7 in my bank account, I can tell you where it came from. In Virginia, again, this is a candidate issue. I think if they ran a better campaign, this is on Winsome and her team. If she loses, it's not because of a Virginia issue or a trending issue. The ground is there for her to win. And I think if the under ticket can overperform and win, it proves that she was just the weak candidate.
Dan, you run your gubernatorial races, as Donald Rumsfeld would say, with the candidates you have, not with the candidates you want. Dan, how do you handicap the two gubernatorial races?
First off, where's Kristen Davison that Youngkin has no legacy and nothing that he accomplished? I think.
Wait a second. Where is Axiom? You might want to Google that one. They popped smoke as soon as they had a better candidate down in Florida. So I'm not really sure Axiom and the governor are in good standing, but that's a whole nother story.
Yes, for a different show. Dan.
Okay, I was just going to say, I think Democrats feel pretty good about Virginia. I think Abigail Spanberger is a good candidate. I think there's excitement about, potentially her future. I think actually talking to someone yesterday very involved in Virginia politics, the party actually feels fairly good about the lieutenant governor's race as well. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. To Sean's point, Democrats are actually nervous about New Jersey. Not that I think we're going to lose it, but to your point, Mark, it is trending red. And I think the question is, does Mickey Sherrill win by 5% or more? If it's 4%, if it's right at 5%, you're getting in the point where it starts to become a swing state. And with the wrong candidate and a decent and Republicans have a good candidate, you could lose. And Pennsylvania's gone a little red. So I think there's anxiety that New Jersey may be a little too close for comfort.
Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss a clip. And you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.